This is Sandhya Lagarswamy Chettiar of batch C2, and I'll be doing a practical demonstration on building the architecture of a network using Cisco Packet Tracer software. I'll first give a brief introduction and explain the basics of Cisco Packet Tracer. Then we'll see how to assign the IP address to different end devices. Then I'll build a network architecture using switch and several other end devices. And finally we'll see how a packet is delivered from source to destination in real time as well as in stimulation time. So here goes the introduction. What is Cisco? So Cisco is a very popular software company which develops, manufactures and sells networking hardware, software, telecommunication equipments and other high technology services and products. So they're kind of very well known in networking domain. Cisco Packet Tracer is an innovative and powerful networking stimulation tool which is used for practice, discovery, and troubleshooting. This software helps in acquiring sound practical knowledge. This is how Cisco Packet Tracer's interface looks like. This you can see is the workspace where we can build our network architecture, and these are the different tools available that we can use to make the architecture. So here you can see that if we click on this, it'll show different devices like router, and in if we click this, then this shows what are the different types of routers Cisco Packet Tracer has to offer. Similarly, if you want different types of switches, you can choose this, and these are the different types of hubs, and then wireless devices, and these are security, that is firewall, and then clouds. So these are the options. So similarly, see that end devices can be used, and then these are components, cables. So these are the different cables which are used to connect different components. So now that I was planning to make a network architecture using switch, so we'll head over to switches. We'll take this 2960 switch. Okay, and yeah, so you can see that by toggling my mouse, this shows 24 fast Ethernet ports and 2 gigabyte Ethernet ports. So if I double click on it, we can see that this is the physical device view, which means this is the like physical user interface of the switch, where we can 24 Ethernet ports and 2 gigabyte ports. If now that we have selected our switch, we'll be needing a few end devices. So if we take this, okay, and now it might some people might find it a nuisance to go on continuously picking this up. So what we can do is, I have clicked control on my keyboard, and if I select this now, I can directly select several devices. Now that we have to make connection between these devices using cable. Okay, so there are two basic cables that we use. One is copper crossover cable, and another one is copper straight through cable. Okay, so if I had to just connect between two end devices, then I would have been using copper cross over cable. But because I have to connect between um, the switch and the end devices, we'll be using this copper straight through cable. So I'm clicking on control, and now I can just connect. Okay. Okay. So you can see that these end devices, they are ready for communication, but you can see that this has turned green, which means now the switch is ready to communicate with all these end devices, but it's taking a little time because switch is a bit intelligent device than hub. It can read MAC address, so that's why it was taking extra time to read the address of probably these end devices. So now that everything is green, we can safely say that they can communicate with each other via this switch. Now I will show how you can configure the IP address of each of these devices. Now because this switch only has to remember the MAC address of all these devices, we can easily change the IP address of all these devices. So if you double click on it and go to the desktop and then IP config, you can change the IP address. I'm going to take 10, 1, 1. Okay. And you can see automatically subnet mask has also come. So So now, if you want to view IP address of any of these devices, you simply have to click on the device, then go on to the desktop, and then go on to the command prompt and type ipconfig. This command will show you the IP address of the device, which you can see is 10.1.1.5. Now that everything is set up and these devices can communicate with each other, we will now try to transmit a packet in real time. And if I want this packet to, if I take this to be the source and this to be the destination, I want to send the packet from this PC to this PC. So you can see that this is successful. This is showing me successful here. So we can also try doing this in stimulation mode, where you can see that what we were trying to do is to send a packet from this PC to this PC, right? So we can see that this is how it's working. And if I click again, we can see that this is how this PC from source, the packet was transferred to the switch, and then from switch, it was transferred to the destination. So again, it can also work. This can also work as source and this as destination, and this PC can also communicate to this and send any packages that it wants. So this was stimulation mode. Now if you want to see the table, configuration table, you just have to click on this and go on to CLI and just enter. So now if you want to view the MAC address table which the switch remembers, then you need to type en and show So show MAC address is the table. As you can see, has the MAC address and the packet that was transferred from port 4 to port 2 and port 2 to port 4 is visible here. Thank you very much.